training. We don't have to teach Tahoma how to fly. Tahoma knows how to fly, but it's all a matter of asking her to fly from one point to another point at a specific time. And this didn't happen overnight. We had to work on slow, smaller increments to get all the way up to this walkway out here. It's pretty cool when you get to see it. We have one more group of animals to introduce you guys to here today. By round of applause, is anybody here interested in meeting the Pacific white-sided dolphins? A couple of you guys? All right. Well, the marine mammal trainers have re-entered the habitat. They're going to use those shapes and they're going to use those whistles similarly to how they used them with the belugas earlier on. You got to see one type of training earlier with the belugas, that game, that targeting game that we were playing. But that's just one way of training. Another great way of training these animals is simply by watching them at play. Because on their own, these animals are capable of some really incredible behaviors. For example, at the island on the left, a dolphin jumping out of the water. Or if you take a look at the island in the back, a dolphin walking backwards on its tail. All incredible, excited behaviors. These are all things that dolphins know how to do on their own. We don't have to teach them how to do it. But remember that whistle. That whistle means thank you. That whistle means good job. So it's all a matter of watching these animals at play, doing these natural behaviors, and then blowing the whistle when we see them doing these incredible things. Because of the great relationship between the trainers and the dolphins, the more the dolphins know that they're doing things that we like to see, chances are they'll start to repeat that behavior. And from there, it's all just a matter of attaching a hand signal, asking for a specific behavior at a specific time. What we're going to be seeing next is you're going to be taking a look at the island on the left. Angie and Cree are going to be working together. I want you guys to pay attention. Angie is going to be asking her dolphin to leap up out of the water. What I want you guys to pay attention for is the hand signal that Angie gives, and then listen for when that whistle comes into play. So there's the signal, and look in the center. Can some of you guys hear the whistle? Maybe on this side you might have heard the whistle. The whistle came at the highest point of Cree's jump. By Angie blowing the whistle then, that was her way of saying we like it when you jump really high up into the air. Let's say that Angie were to blow the whistle at a slightly different time. Say when the dolphin made contact with the water and there was a giant splash. Well, if Angie blew the whistle then, that would be her way of saying, Cree, we like it when you make a giant splash. By telling Cree that we like seeing giant splashes, that's how it's possible to soak these first 3 rows of the audience completely and ruin all your electronics, all your cameras, all your iPhones, and all that stuff. And get ready. Okay, no, we're not actually going to do that. But that's something that we could do using those hand signals and those whistles. What we are going to be doing is we're going to be changing up the timing of the whistle. So what I want you guys to pay attention for is, once again, when Angie gives the signal, and listen for when that whistle comes. There's the signal. Look at the center. No whistle. Still no whistle. And there's the whistle, and Cree goes back to Angie. Alright, so Cree didn't hear the whistle, jumped again. Didn't hear the whistle, jumped again. What do you say would happen if Cree just never heard the whistle? Do you think she'd continue to jump forever? Well, no. That goes back to the great relationship these dolphins have with the trainers. They know we never ask them to jump forever, so there might be an extra jump or 2, but eventually they would go back to their trainer and see what was going to happen next. What we have happening next for you guys is some new training that we're working on. You got a glimpse of a behavior earlier called a back bow, where a dolphin jumped out of the air and went backwards. We're working on seeing how well Cree, watch the behavior, seeing how well Cree can remember exactly where we want to see that jump. We're using a combination Gretchen and Eric using these targeting poles. We're going to, this time, Gretchen is going to just very lightly tap the surface of the water, lighter than she did previously, just to see how well Cree remembers. And Eric slaps the surface over there. Pretty good job of remembering. The ultimate goal. Yeah, let's hear it for Cree. Doing a great job. The ultimate goal is to be able to ask for this behavior and use no targeting poles at all. Gretchen's not slapping the surface. Let's see how Cree remembers. Pretty close. Eric lightly taps the water. And Cree comes on back. So it's all just these baby steps, very small steps. And because Cree did such a great job, we're going to end that segment of training there. We always want to end on a positive note. You can see that first Gretchen made a hard slap on the surface of the water. Then just a lighter slap. Eric had a hard slap. Then Gretchen didn't need to slap at all, and Eric just lightly slapped the water. It's just about these slow progressions to get them to do these incredible behaviors at specific times. You got a chance to see how we train the animals and why we train the animals. The last thing we're going to be leaving with here today is what happens when we pull all of that training together and put on a pretty cool performance for you guys. So one last time, I'd like you all to sit back and enjoy